because we give people a percentage. I would never give a percentage of a homegrown business that you grew from the ground up.
If I'm the bank, I'm not getting into that deal if I'm not getting something from it. And if I'm not getting ownership, then it has to be interest.
Companies do it all the time. What do you mean?
What do you mean? You say companies do it all the time. They get into business without getting something from it.
If I'm buying a company, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this company for $800,000, right?
Yeah.
It has I'm putting up there. We have inventory in there for $800,000, so that's my collateral. Has nothing to do with this business that's over here. Okay. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now,
it's just you as an individual. You're individual buying that company.
Or if I'm a company or whatever, we're buying a company that has nothing to do with the standing company that we already have.
As another company.
Right.
Okay.
So now I'm buying a company, and you are the bank. I go to you and get the loan, right? We're partners in it because you're making money. Whatever your interest is that you charge, you made money.
Interest expense,
right? And then I made money. You see what I'm saying? And then and then the company serves as the collateral for what you did. So that's why I say that's more of a partnership to me. It's not a risk. You see what I'm saying?
The way that the bank looks at it is it's a partnership, but somebody has to take the risk, and banks usually don't like taking risks.
I'm coming from the black point of view of how you should do business.
And you're saying that...
See, we got to rewrite everything that white people tell us.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I do deals all the time, and they say, we don't do it that way. Okay, that's the only way I'm going to do it, bro.
Gotcha. So if a bank doesn't agree to take on some risk, you're saying say no to it.
Yeah, because it's really not risk. What is it risk to them? If when them numbers come in, they only gonna do it if the numbers make sense, regardless. So if I got $800,000 in stock, that pays for the loan right there. Then if I'm doing $1 million out of that store, it's an extra $1 million that's coming in per year. They gonna get their money because it's already back, or they not gonna do
risk. Always exists. All right, now you can eliminate risk with insurance and things of that nature, but the bank is gonna make sure that those risks are covered before it decides to take it on. You know, for instance, if it goes to say, okay, yeah, we'll write this loan for a 5% interest rate in order to buy this company, but there's a possibility that company could burn all its assets, or the owner could flee the country, or the owner could just stop working, or the warehouse can burn down. Plethora, unlimited amount of potential risk there. The bank wants to try to eliminate that or shift it over to someone else. You're saying that, listen, if the bank's not trying to take on some of this risk,
no, that's not what I'm saying. The bank's already protected regardless, because you're going to have insurance. They don't even let you get into deals like that unless you have insurance on it, right? So if a fire comes, they protect it. So it doesn't matter. What I'm saying from the perspective for a black company, right, we got to start understanding how to do deals and don't be desperate. Never put your company up in any type of situation that you work from the ground up. If you want to acquire something new, that's fine. Or either you build that from the ground up. So now I'm in a position where we big enough to where we might build some divisions, but we just did a mergers and acquisition division, right? So now we going out and we buying other companies. So that's separate from what we doing. So we can bring in partners from that, because we're not giving up a percentage of our company that we already grew for 20 years. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not from the bank's perspective, from a black person's perspective of how we always give away all our value and stuff.
So you said a lot of businesses fail because of desperation?
Yes. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
And also don't put your equity at risk in order to go
to something that you didn't already put all your money into it. Just because it's slow, just because it's this, don't do that.